Hello there, Cross Point family. How you doing today? It's good to be back in the office, being back from dry, dusty Texas back here to the Eastern Shore. And let me tell you, friends, I've hit the ground running, although I was working for us even while I was out there in Texas. But I just want to share with you today, I'm especially thankful today to be a part of the Church of the Nazarene. I just received kind of the end of the year report from Nazarene Compassionate Ministries. It's abbreviated NCM, Nazarene Compassionate Ministries, and gave their financial report for the year and gave some updates on all that they accomplished. And it is just fantastic. And your giving towards Faith Promise, much of it goes towards Nazarene Compassionate Ministries. We sponsor other projects like Flora's Girls through Nazarene Compassionate Ministries. But part of our World Evangelism Fund that we give to, that you give to through your Faith Promise giving, goes to Nazarene Compassionate Ministry. And that goes to sponsor these types of missions all around the globe, including right here in the United States: anti human trafficking, clean water, economic development, emergency relief, food security, health care, holistic child development, refugee and immigrant support, and special ministries for women and girls in parts of our world where they especially endure hardship and suffering. Let me just give you a few numbers here that the Nazarene Church accomplished through Nazarene Compassionate Ministry in 2024. There was about $7.5 million given to Nazarene Compassionate Ministries in 2024. Over 85 cents of every dollar went straight to need. So a little less than 15% goes towards administrative costs. That's an outstanding percentage. So 85 cents, more than 85 cents of every dollar. In Pukalani, Hawaii, they had a massive fire that hit there, ravaged that city, that part of the island in 2023. And in 2024 alone, in Pukalani, 150,000 pounds of produce was distributed, 25,000 plus bags of groceries distributed, 50,000 gallons of water distributed. They distributed 800 coolers, over 1,000 boxes of diapers, over 1,000 crisis care kits that you've helped put together before, 5,000 pairs of socks, 150 beds, 15 generators, and much more. That's just in Pukalani, Hawaii. In the countries of Burundi, Malawi, and Zambia, there was a horrible food shortage there. Food security was a major issue. And here's what was accomplished in 2024. 1,500 people received training and support designed to increase household food security and build resilience. And according to this survey of the households that participated, of those 1,500 people, here's what happened. 79% of them experienced fewer months of food shortage throughout the year. 70% increased competence in skills such as financial and harvest management, food preservation, home gardening, and business practices. 59% now have an increased hope for the future and belief in their ability to cope with their circumstances. And over half of the households invested in a second source of income. They started a second job, such as raising animals, fish farming, reselling vegetables, and tea shops, and other things. That's just in that part of the world. In terms of reaching out to women and girls, this is just what took place in 2024 in Ghana and Ethiopia, a place where women endure great hardship. They began to work there to help women and their economic stability, to empower them to have a better life there. Here's what happened. 300 women and girls were equipped with business skills, financial literacy, and coaching. 43 women participated in life-changing saving groups after a 6-week business course. 21 women in Ghana alone who began working towards starting their own businesses. 100 women in Ethiopia completed literacy, competency, and numeracy classes over the course of 9 months. 20 women in Ethiopia completed financial classes and are now teaching those skills to other women in the program in Ethiopia. 100 kilograms of honey was harvested from 15 beehives, enabling participants to start their own businesses. These women were able to start their own businesses and begin saving for the future. Here's what happened for children in 2024. Let's see here. This is just primarily in Myanmar, what used to be Burma, and the Middle East. 2024, here you go. 11 new child development centers across Eurasia, Mesoamerica, and Africa regions. 11 new child development centers. 209 active child development centers started around the globe. 40 world areas now have Nazarene Child Development Centers. 10,000 plus children are sponsored through Nazarene Compassionate Ministries Child Sponsorship Program. 14,000 plus children are supported through holistic child development programs around the globe. We have nearly 1,400 volunteers and staff supporting in these holistic child ministries worldwide. And on average, every week, volunteers in the Church of the Nazarene donated 12,671 hours of their time every week around the globe ministering to the needs of children. One last thing, let me cover this for you. This also goes back to the Pukalani thing and emergency disaster relief, but this is around the world in 2024. 22 worldwide disasters were responded to by local Nazarene churches in partnership with Nazarene Compassionate Ministries. 15 Nazarene disaster response teams were deployed across the United States. That's just here in our own country. 42,000 people were cared for through emergency response activities all across the regions, all around the world. 57 unique long-term rebuilding projects were launched across 35 countries. So where disasters happen, where wars have happened, including right here in the United States, where the hurricane hit in North Carolina and the fires in California and all that stuff. 57 long-term rebuilding projects were launched across 35 different countries. 170 people underwent training to be peacemakers in countries where there is full of strife and hostility. That's just a brief glance, that's not all of it, but a brief glance at what the Church of the Nazarene accomplished in 2024, both here in the United States and around the globe. And your giving towards Faith Promise helps support all of that. More than 85 cents of every dollar you give goes directly to those needs. So I just want to encourage you. We got Faith Promise coming up here at the end of the month. Make it a priority. Give this year to Faith Promise. Make a weekly commitment, a monthly commitment, a one-time commitment, but make a commitment to Faith Promise. It's making a difference around the globe. Don't forget, this Sunday's a big Sunday. We're kicking off Subsplash. I just got my giving statements, my tithing and my Faith Promise. When I switched over to Subsplash, I'm actually the last online giver to make the transition. So we've all completed it now, thanks to me. The last shall be first. But this Sunday, 9 a.m. to 10:15, you can come download the app. You get a sticker, Heal the City sticker. You can put on your car or wherever you want to put it. And you'll get a chance to check out the new website, set up your giving, all those kind of things, get T-shirts, all that kind of stuff will be available this Sunday, 9 a.m. To 10:15. Don't forget, Wednesday, food pantry, 12:30 to 4 o'clock. We'll be out there, and we could use your help. Be in prayer. I've asked you for this season of Lent to be in prayer for Heal the City. And there's just a lot of stuff weighing on my heart, and God is moving in so many ways. So let me give you 5 ways I want you to pray for Heal the City. One is I want you to pray that I'll raise the money to pay off this property that we just voted to purchase. I've already got the loan approved and secured. Finance team and the board has to approve that loan eventually, but I've already got it ready to go. But I want to raise the cash to pay off that $345,000. That's the first thing. Pray for that. Secondly, we have the possibility of someone who may be willing to give us at a very, very reasonable cost a building that could be used on that property as our Compassionate Ministry Center. Be in prayer for that building. 3, we're going to begin the process of trying to secure a grant, a $400,000 grant, to turn that home at 27801 Nanticoke Road, turn that home into the rest cottage, into a maternity home. Be praying for that grant. Number 4, I'm partnering with Mount Air. I'm setting up a meeting with Mount Air, and I want them to give a significant donation to help us with the infrastructure to put that building up over there and to get the ball rolling on all that we can accomplish through that. That's the 4th thing. Pray for Mount Air and for that partnership. And number 5, pray for me for Cactus, because we are asking the city of Cactus to lease us, to rent us, to give us the old elementary school there so we can expand our ministry there, especially to children there in the Cactus area. To children, to teens, young adults, we're out of space in Cactus, and so we need that building. We're going to ask them to rent it to us for $1 a year, or maybe $1 a month. We'll step out of our comfort zone, $1 a month, but we want them to basically give us that building so we can expand our ministry. Those 5 things, please pray with me for them, especially through this season of Lent. money to pay off the property, the buildings, that man will give us the buildings at a reasonable cost to put on the property and open the Compassionate Ministry Center. Number 3, to receive that grant to turn that home into the rest cottage, into the maternity home. Number 4, for the partnership with Mount Air. And number 5, for Cactus. And by the way, you can now give towards that home and towards this project by simply putting on your checks 27801 Nanticoke Road, 27801 Nanticoke. We'll know where it goes. There's a drop-down menu on Subsplash, 27801 Nanticoke. You can give there, and that money will go towards, right now, the purchase of that property. God's grace to you. Can you tell I'm excited? I'm excited. I really am. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to see God get this done, and I'm ready to get out in front and just lead us down the road. I know God is going to do amazing things. God's grace to you. Can't wait to see you on Sunday.